Hello everyone, welcome to An American in Cancun, November 19th, 2013. Well, it's Tuesday. I didn't even make it 1 week on that Sunday deadline that I was hoping to follow. I do have a decent explanation, but I'm still planning in the future to get Sundays as a weekly release date for these vlogs that were originally intended to be weekly and are still meant to be weekly. I will hopefully not have problems in the future and can start getting those on time. Monday and Tuesday of last week, we were working on a villancico in the class of Formación en Valores. It was basically a Christmas carol. We had to sing and dance and present to the entire school. So it was, well, a fun project, but we were given 3 weeks to work on it and only used 3 days. We picked our song last Friday, the Friday before the performance, and we had the weekend to learn the lyrics and work on choreography, and Monday and Tuesday to practice. So we definitely procrastinated a lot, and were really crunched for time, and it was very frustrating for me when we were on our last 2 days and still trying to make sure that everybody knew what we were doing and finishing the plan, finishing our performance. There were people still talking and working on their cell phones and goofing around, and we weren't working very efficiently at all. And for me, it was very different from the way that we work in the United States. It made the procrastination that I struggle with seem like no big deal, which falls right in line with how the school and just like in general the culture has appeared to me. They seem to be a lot slower and less efficient or less productive than we are in the United States. Maybe that's just the way it appears, but I've definitely noticed a lot more procrastination. And so it was very difficult when we were trying to get it done and it just wasn't happening. Despite all of that, somehow we still ended up with a pretty good performance. It went a lot better than I thought it was going to, than I think anyone thought it was going to, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And so that you can take a look at it and see what you think, I will try to put a link right here. I don't know if I'll be able to put it on YouTube or if I'll have to link you to Facebook, but right there should have appeared a link that you can click to go and watch that video. If it didn't show up, then I apologize. You can yell at me in the comments or whatever, and I'll see what I can do. Now, Wednesday, we started getting ready for exams. Thursday and Friday and this week are the exams for the end of the third period. And after next week, we have one more week of classes, and then the semester is over, and we'll have a month-long break. Now, the first week of December will be final exams. But if you get a better than 9 average, so like a 90%, if your average is better than a 9, you don't have to take the final exam. So a lot of people, well, not a lot, maybe like a third of the students, or less than a third of the students, don't go to final exams, and hopefully the exchange students won't have to go either, so we can start a little bit of Christmas vacation early and go for a little bit of a trip. So we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know what I'm planning to do with my free December. And so anyways, studying for classes has been easy for some and very difficult for others. In classes like biology, I don't have to study at all. I mean, I already took it. Math, it's fine. But the one class that is really giving me the most trouble is literature. We've read 2 books, or we're reading 2 books right now, La Tietula y Niebla. And I read the Tietula. I read all of it, all 100 pages. And it was harder than I thought it was going to be because it's written in Spanish, as in from Spain. And they use a different verb form, el vosotros, which I recognized from Spanish class, but I had never used, so it slowed me down a lot, and I just wasn't used to it. And I have not started Niebla yet, so I have 2 weeks to read that, and hopefully I can get that done, and if I can manage that, then I'm actually doing pretty well in school in all my other classes, and so that's a pretty good feeling. And I guess it took me a while to get to the point where I can actually work in class and participate normally, but I'm hoping that now that I've managed by the end of this first semester to get that done in my second semester here, I can actually start to act like a normal student. We'll see how that goes. I still won't get grades, but I would like to work a little bit harder, maybe. On Thursday and Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, the PGA Tour came to Mayakoba in Cancun for the OHL Classic, which is the only PGA Tour tournament here in Mexico. And the Rotary clubs in Cancun helped with that, and the exchange students worked as marshals, which are the people that hold up the signs that say "Silencio, por favor." We had uniforms, we got these cool hats, and other than that, it was really boring. I really don't like golf very much, and it's not any more exciting in person. Where I was, I couldn't see very well, and we were on a par 3 hole, and since they're all pros, they all shot it in 2 or 3, and very, very seldom 4 strokes. And so that was not as exciting as I would have liked it to be. But it was for Rotary, and so I tried to do it without complaining, and I just hope that I don't have to do it again. Thursday and Friday, we were there basically all day. In the evening on Friday, we went to Bruna's house, Felipe, Bruna, and I, and we ordered pizza by the phone, which was definitely an adventure. We weren't really sure what was going to happen, but we ended up getting exactly what we wanted, and it all went off without a hitch. So that was a very good feeling, being able to communicate with people who speak no English or no Portuguese, in the Brazilians' case. And it was interesting. And now we're a little bit more confident, and we might try that again sometime. Hopefully it doesn't go worse, or hopefully it goes as well. Saturday, we had a break. We only had to go to 3 days of the 4-day tournament. So Saturday, we had a break from the tournament, and we got to spend some time with the exchange students from Cozumel. 4 of them had come. Nicholas from Canada, Victoria and Juliana from Brazil, and Catherine from Switzerland. So, I mean, the more the merrier. We had a couple more exchange students to go around, so we went to Plaza La Isla, which is the most beautiful mall here in Cancun, without a doubt. It's in the Zona Hotelera, so it's definitely for tourists. It's obviously set up for tourists, but a lot of people from Cancun like going there because it's just so nice. The only thing is it's really expensive, so not a very good place to go shopping. However, everywhere in Cancun was a little bit less expensive this weekend because of Buen Fin, which is basically the Mexican equivalent of Black Friday. It's a whole weekend, Thursday through Monday, of discounts, like 30–40%. And November 18th marks the Revolution of 1910, which is a very important event historically, but it's not really celebrated in actuality other than this Buen Fin. So a lot of people go shopping. We did some shopping as the exchange students. I didn't really buy much because I wasn't expecting it, so I didn't have an idea of what I was going to get. But I did buy some cards, so I'm going to be sending those home. Finally got some cards to send home. And also I'm hoping to buy a big stack of postcards. So if you would like to receive a Cancun postcard with a little Christmas message from me on it, you can send me your address, and I will try to send those out within the next couple of weeks or couple of days so that they can arrive before Christmas. And so if you would like to receive something like that, you can tell me maybe what type of postcard you want, and I'll see what I can send you. And it would be best if you get it to me with enough time that I can get it to you for Christmas. Otherwise, I could write a New Year's message, or, I mean, whatever. But I hope that you can send me an address in comments, message, email, however you'd like to do it, and I'll see what I can do. Sunday was a very long day. We got up at 4 in the morning to go to Mayakoba, and we were working all day, standing almost the whole day, lifting up the signs, "Silencio, por favor." It was boring, just like the just like Thursday and Friday. However, at about, I don't know, maybe 1 o'clock, the last group of golfers went past our hole number 10. And so we got to follow them, and everyone was there. Everyone that came for the tournament was there for the final day as the tournament's finishing up. And we got to follow this last group of golfers and see all of this beautiful golf course. A very, very beautiful golf course. And it is on the border or the coast of the Caribbean Ocean, the Caribbean Sea. So we got to see that as well, and that was very nice. They had a pretty beautiful beach. And it was just a very nice afternoon on Sunday. And finally the tournament finished, and it was pretty cool following the last group because some of the best golfers were in that group of 3. And the Harris English, the man who won the tournament, was in that last group. He was actually the last golfer to play. So that was kind of interesting to follow it and see how these pros play. It was still a little boring, but I mean, it was for Rotary. I just hope I don't have to do it again. And so Sunday evening I was planning or hoping to do something fun, maybe go to a party or something, but I was really so tired that I went to bed at 6, maybe to take a little nap or something, and slept until 2 in the morning. So I didn't do anything Sunday night other than sleep, and through Monday morning. And so that was why this vlog was not uploaded on Sunday as I said it should be. And I recorded one yesterday, but it was 17 minutes long, and YouTube gave me a 15-minute limit unless I verify my account, and I've been having a couple problems with that, so I have to try to keep all of my vlogs under 15 minutes, which I'm sure will please all of you because a 15-minute vlog is really a little bit too much to watch. So I'm hoping I'm not being a little too long-winded in this one, and I can keep it under that limit. Yesterday was, well, the feast of the Revolution of 1910, but it was also Camilla's birthday. So we had a little party to celebrate that, and we went to Lagos del Sol, which is a neighborhood here in Cancun. They have a very nice club there with a pool and tennis courts, and we did some dancing, we had a bunch of food. They have this little tradition, well, a Brazilian tradition is, I guess it's Brazilian, you take an egg and you crush it on the birthday girl's or birthday boy's head. And so that's a pretty messy tradition, but I believe that this Mexican tradition I've seen is a little messier. They call it the mordida, or the bite. You have a cake, especially for the birthday boy or birthday girl, and they get to take a big bite out of it. But of course, every time you push it in the face. So I don't know why it still surprises people, but if it's your birthday, you're going to end up with a face full of cake. And so Camilla was there, her face was just covered in cake, and it was the funniest thing. And so we also had another cake and a lot of cake. And it was a lot of fun. Happy birthday, Camilla. The exchange students got for her a journal, and inside everyone wrote a couple messages for her, a couple words just saying how cool of a year this has been, how awesome it's going to be. And that was a very thoughtful gift that Annika, the German, had come up with. So thank you, Annika, for that amazing idea, and thank you, Camilla, for turning 18. And yesterday was Monday. Yesterday, I went to Gran Plaza, where I had left my camera about a month ago, and I finished my search for it, and sadly, it was a fruitless search. They have a book at the cinema where they record everything that goes on, anything that they find, whether they find anything or not, any new movies they receive, any movies that they send out, and basically everything unmundane that goes on. And they had absolutely no record of my camera being found, which means that it was not found by a cinema worker. So I can be pretty sure that some Joe Schmo found this camera and thought, well, I bet I can sell this for some money, and so I do not think there is any hope that I will ever see that camera again, unless I perhaps happen to find it online, and in which case I'm not sure what I'll do, but that would be pretty cool. And so I'm finally grabbing my vlog today, and I'm hoping that I have not exceeded my time limit, and I guess I will see you next Sunday with an on-time vlog. I hope you can subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Share. Please share. I would love it if all my friends could see this, my family could see this, and even people from all around the world that are going through this amazing experience called youth exchange. So that's it for this week, and I'll see you on Sunday.